Hello and welcome to Cooking the Books with Heather. Today we are working on a brand new to us book. It is Dory Greenspan's Around My French Table. My family was very generous for Christmas and I got a lot of new cookbooks and this is one of them. And we also got a lot of apples. We had some and then someone made a mistake somewhere, maybe me, maybe not, and we got a lot of apples. So we've got several apple recipes coming, but we're starting with this one. It seems like a really easy apple cake. It's just one pan, everything goes in, no icing, no layers, none of that. So I'm happy about that. I've already prepared my pan. Let me show you. So this is an 8-inch springform pan. You can open it up and then the bottom comes out. I'm not doing that right now. It can be a little fiddly to get it back in. And I have generously buttered it. And I'm going to put it on a baking pan that has been lined with parchment or a silicone mat. I use parchment. And my oven is already heated to 350 degrees. So the flour I have already measured in this bowl, and I'm going to add to that some baking powder. I don't have the exact measurement, so I'm just gonna, I just don't have a spoon that is the exact measurement, so I'm just estimating, and that will be fine. And to this, I'm also adding a pinch of salt. I'm just using kosher salt like I usually do. And we're gonna whisk this up, get any lumps out, mix it all up together. Didn't mean to get it out of the bowl, but that's okay. I'm gonna set this aside because I'm gonna need this whole space because the next thing I have to do is actually peel and cut up my apples. I'm going to peel them and put them in this bowl because we need to add them to the batter at the end. Whatever. I've got a few extra apples because she calls for large ones and I didn't have all large ones. She also says that the cake will benefit from a selection of apples, different ones that maybe cook differently, have different textures. So I have at least 2, maybe 3. I'm not even sure. I know that this is a Honey Crisp. And some of them also have like a bruise spot that I'll be cutting off. And I don't know what any of the other ones are because they don't have their stickers anymore. But some of them are bruised. Some of them are a little bit, toward the old side. So I might have to cut off some things. We'll see. But we need to peel them and cut them into 1 to 2 inch chunks. So relatively large chunks. Anyway. That's what I'm going to be doing here for a while, and I will not be talking during this portion because you will just see it on fast forward. So, oh, but I didn't want to do this beforehand because I didn't want them to get all brown while we waited. So. So I did not use all of the apples that I had set out. I decided that was probably enough apples. I didn't lose as much to like bruising and all that as I feared I might. So we're going to continue with our recipe. I need to beat these eggs in this bowl. So I'm just going to whisk these up. Starting to get foamy. That's good. We're going to add the sugar. This is just plain white granulated sugar. And we're going to whisk for a minute or so to blend. All right, good enough for me. Now we're going to add some vanilla. And dark rum. So this is what I have. I have a Plantation Original Dark Rum. There we go. And we're going to whisk that. That smells delicious. The rum smells so good. All right, I'm going to clean off my workspace a little. And now we are to whisk in about half of this flour mixture. That seems right to me. All right, and now I have some unsalted butter that has melted and it's cooled down now, so it's not hot, not gonna scramble my eggs. About half of that. Maybe that was a little more than half. It'll be fine. And then the rest of the flour. I'm just trying to be a little more gentle with it at this point. And the rest of our butter. I'm just going to use this spatula. There we go. Get this all mixed up together. A little gently. Good enough. And I'm going to switch to my spatula. You just want to mix gently. You want a smooth, rather thick batter. I think that's what we have. And now I'm going to fold in the apples until it is coated with the batter. As you can see, I think that was plenty of apples. It is a lot of apples for a small amount of batter, but I mean, she called for large apples, so you know. There we go. That looks good to me. And now we just put it in this pan. I hope it all fits. The apples will cook down quite a bit, but poke it around until it kind of fills up the tin. Get as much off of this as I can. Make it as even as possible. And I'm going to use my finger to get as much off of here as possible, because that is our batter. It seems like a lot compared to, you know, how much is in there. I'm going to wash my hands, and this goes into our oven, let's see, for 50 to 60 minutes. So, and when it comes out, the top should be golden brown, and a knife inserted into the center comes out clean. And the cake may pull away from the sides of the pan. So, we'll see you in 50 to 60 minutes. I'll let you know how long it takes for us and show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. I have baked this cake for 60 minutes. And then I took it out and I did test it with a knife. Seemed fine. And it's been cooling for 5 minutes on this rack. So that's what I did. And now it's time to take it out of the pan. We're going to go ahead and take it out of the pan, and we're not going to turn it and make it nicely on a serving platter. She says if you want to take it off of the bottom, you should wait until it is almost cool. But we're running a knife, a blunt knife, around the edge. I'm just using an offset spatula just to make sure no apples are stuck to the sides. And then we will open this, and it should just come right off. Just like that. Smells delicious, looks delicious, and you can serve this warm or at room temperature. Since it is such a moist cake, so many apples, I will be storing it in the refrigerator when we're done, but we're going to let this sit and we're going to try it after dinner. So we will show you what it all looks like when we serve it and let you know what we think in just a minute. On this episode of Cooking the Books with Heather, you watched me make Marie-Helene's apple cake from Dory Greenspan's book, Around My French Table. First recipe we've made from this book, and I have to say we loved it. It was pretty easy. There's not a whole lot of fussiness. It's a simple cake. We're making another one that has a few extra ingredients compared to this one. A little bit, tiny bit different, but otherwise exactly the same. So I have to think this is a sort of standard French cake. I don't recall having this while I was there, but it's probably a very standard French cake. But we really loved it. It was delicious. It was super easy to make. You just kind of throw it all together in the pan and it cooks and it's delicious. And I really think that the dark rum makes a huge difference and is really great in this recipe. So I am really looking forward to cooking more from this book. And I hope you guys will stick around and watch me cook some more from the book. And if you have any other suggestions for books that I should take on this channel, let me know in the comments down below. If you like hers, if you have any particular recipes from this book that you can recommend that we make on channel, again, let me know in the comments down below. But if you've enjoyed watching me make it, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and come back and watch me make some more next week.